Yo, what is up? It's me, Ray Perales. I'm doing this video right now because a lot of people have been waiting. They've been asking for another video of some techniques, some trading techniques to actually get you some moolah, man, to start getting you guys some money. If you're watching this right now or like stumbled upon it somehow, just make sure you like it, subscribe to us, and possibly follow us, man, in our Facebook group, and check out the indicator and so on. But this is another session really quick, man. I've had multiple questions about how do you trade, how do you do this and this. Honestly, guys, the reason why I'm doing this video right now is because there is multiple ways to trade. There's multiple strategies, there's multiple techniques, there's multiple everything, and I'm gonna go by every single little kind of trade that I like to do, and show you guys how to execute them and how to actually do a good trade out of nothing. Okay, I'm talking about like going currency to currency, or whatever you like doing, if it's forex or whatever it is, whatever kind of chart you get into, you're supposed to when you get into it, you should know how to read it, how to actually go by it, and what to do in that case on making the right decision, whether it's a call or put. Of course, this is going to be for Nadex, so in that case, it would be a buy or sell. And that's one thing I love doing is Nadex. Ever since I learned Nadex, I love Nadex. It's U.S. regulated, so you guys make sure to check it out, okay? And let's get started really quick. I'm going to show you guys a couple of, let me see where we're at. Alright, here we go. I'm going to show you guys a couple scenarios here of what I like to use, okay, and what I call them myself. They might be called different whatever names if you guys will, but I'm going to show you guys a quick type of trades I like to use and how I actually execute them. In this case, on the top left one, we're going to start with the top left one, which is called a quick reversal trend. Alright, this kind of trade that I like to take, man. I love taking these kind of trades. This is like a 90% trade to me. I rarely lose these kind of trades. And why do I rarely lose these trades? Because I actually go with the flow in these, man. I love quick reversals, and I love watching them. If I see one, I will take advantage of it in a heartbeat, okay? But in the same time, you do not want to take a quick reversal when you see, let me see, hold on, let's see if I could actually zoom in really quick. Okay, no I can't since it's Facebook, but alright, so if you look at my quick reversal trade, if you follow this actual blue bar right here, we're coming down, and then if you follow my finger really quick, hold on it. Let's see. It looked like it was actually moving for a second. Let me see. Give me a second, guys. This is live right now, so therefore, just bear with me. Just bear with me, guys. I'll show you some good stuff. Let's see. Alright, what I tried doing here, I was actually trying to zoom in, and obviously that does not work with Facebook. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to pause nothing, just going to keep going on the way it goes right now. And I'm going to see if I can find the best possible. Here we go. Alright, so let's follow this left corner one on the upper left corner. And this is actually my best types of trades I love taking, especially with Nadex, because these type of trades right here is so predictable and they're so easy to read, and you could hardly lose in these kind of trades because as long as you're in the winning and you start making a profit. And if you're like me, very conservative and like doing a one trade or two trades, you can actually stick with this chart and keep reading it as you're actually taking the trade. So therefore, you don't have to watch so many charts and all this kind of stuff. You can actually just follow your actual trade that's going on. And in this case right here, if you look at the blue right here, follow my finger. It's right here in this. Let me go right down. Bam. This blue arrow is the linear regression line. It's going down underneath the moving average line, and as you can see, when it went underneath the moving average line, it actually went down a lot. And these are 1 hour charts, by the way. Okay, so therefore it went down 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a pretty serious downtrend, guys, and this is what I'm trying to show you really quick. And this is the reason why I actually keep telling everybody, especially in my group, I love preaching to everybody, telling them take hour trades. I'm talking about like 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Take 5, 6 hours if you can. Why? Because these kind of trades right here are like so accurate. Okay, so when you see something like this, for example, this blue line, this linear regression, if you do not see it, or if you don't know where to get this linear regression, make sure to add us in the group below, and you know, we have files here and everything like that. So we have the linear regression files, and we also have the moving average file. I'm gonna add all that to our Facebook group, and make sure you add our indicator as well. So there's an indicator that we use. It's a UOP indicator, and this indicator we love using here in our group, and we take a tremendous advantage of this, and it just helps us out a lot. So make sure you check that out below. But if you see in this chart right here, and you already have this UOP, you can see how we coming down, and we're actually starting to move back up. And we have right here, if you could look at my finger, it's actually doing a big jump back up. You can see this big blue bar, right? And this big blue bar is actually huge bullish candle, all the way shooting all the way up. In that case, if you see something like this, especially with no type of, you see how there was no high over here, it just completely stopped right here. The actual market stopped right here, and then went back down and everything like that. It could have been for news or whatever, not. But anyway, it started going its way back up. If you look at the blue line, and it just started hitting a back reversal back down. So these kind of reversals I love so much, because in these type of reversals, if you look at it, and when it crosses your moving average is when you want to take advantage. Okay, so it sounds like it rhymes because it's right. When it is crossing the moving average, you want to take advantage. This is the quick reversal, guys. When you're starting to see a cross right here, and I'm not talking about some type of the linear line, you do not want to do a slight cross down here. You want to see a pretty sharp downwards or pretty sharp upwards. Okay, and this is considering your Bollinger Bands being expanded. When it's expanded, this is the perfect play for a quick reversal. If the Bollinger Bands are like right above and they're right here, then that's the type of trend that I would actually skip in this case. But as you can see, it's crossing the moving average. Okay, and since it's crossing the moving average, this tells me about two things. Okay, what do I do in this case? I already know it's going to start going down, first of all. Second of all, I take pretty much like a little background test over here. I go back. When's the last time it went down? Hours ago. And when it did go down, did it succeed? Yes, it did succeed. It actually went down for several hours and then came back up. So now we're actually going a big downfall again. And these kind of trends, you don't want to just jump into. You want to actually backtrack, like I said right here, and go back and see when's the last time it fell down, and did it actually take advantage of the drop and start doing a downtrend, or did it actually just do one of those quick bounces? If you see a quick bounce before, then it's something you possibly want to pass up, okay? Because my whole motto is doing 1 to 2 trades a day, and compounding my method and making more money. Hit 6 figures in a year. Simple, guys. 1 trade, 2 trades a day, and live a good life. Watch some basketball, watch some football. It doesn't matter, okay? But you want to do a safe trade. In this case, this is a safe trade I would take. Why? Again, because it is about to hit the moving average. It's in a pretty sharp downwards hit. Okay. Second of all, I see this. I'm already seeing this bearish candle, this red candle starting to form. So that's already telling me we're coming down. Okay. Second of all, it's already came down one time and it went down. And if I could actually zoom out, guys, I would have shown you it went down a couple times, and every time it hit and past the moving average, it went down for several hours. So this is already telling me, guys, it's already giving me past my 90% confidence, man, that it's going to go down. And this is something that I would have taken for several hours. Do not take this for short time, okay? I'm talking about 1 hour chart here, guys. In this case, I would have taken it for several hours, maybe 3-4 hours, paying attention to it, see if there's a reversal coming up or whatnot. And if you do see a reversal, then you want to pull out and actually take a profit. But like I said, long type of trade is great trade. A lot of people like taking short trades. I have no idea why. If you have enough time to make $500 in 3 hours, I'm sure you should be grateful enough to do 3-hour, 4-hour trades, okay? Try not to be greedy and do 60 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever you want. You need to take a long trade and actually go with the trend here, guys, especially depending on what kind of chart you're looking at. So in this case, like I said, it always gives me a 90% plus win. And actually, it gives me a higher percentage than that. I didn't want to say 98%, but it gives me about 98%. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to say 90% chance of winning these trades, especially if it's going towards the actual overall average. So if your average is actually, you zoom out, and say the average was all the way up here coming down, and then it's about to come down, I would actually be a lot more comfortable going with a sell, actually sell or put in that case, because the actual overall average is going down. Either way, it's about to go down, so I would take a 3-4 hour trade and win this one easily. Now we're going to jump to the right. This kind of trade right here is called the obvious following trend. Okay, this is what I call it. Like I said, it could be called different kind of things. The obvious following trend, that's what I call it. And the reason why I call it this is because if you're running the same kind of setup as we are, and like I said, check out the links below. If you're following the same kind of setups we do, in this case, you got several different Bollinger Bands. You got the top Bollinger Band, you got your bottom Bollinger Band, you got your mid Bollinger Band, and in the middle we have our moving average, which is in yellow. I zoomed out a lot here, so it's pretty hard to see, but this yellow line right here is our moving average. Our blue line, if you can see, this was really hard, guys, because I had to actually dig this one up. This was a really rare trend that I usually find. When I find these, I take advantage of them, but they're pretty rare for me to find. I usually make money in these, and then these right here in the bottom. But this kind of obvious following trend sticks right with your moving average. Okay, I'm talking about your linear is actually moving with your average. And then when it's actually moving with your average, and then your top Bollinger, or say if you're all the way down here, and then your bottom Bollinger is following, then it's safe to say that it's going the exact way as the moving average. And in that case, I like taking a little shorter trade and just keep a close eye on this to make sure it's going the right way. But usually in this kind of cases, I win about 90+% of the time, because if you see your linear average, linear regression, I'm sorry, your blue line, which is predetermining your trend line, if you see that actually moving close to your moving average and close to your mid Bollinger Band, which is the white, and then close to your actual bottom Bollinger Band, that's 4 bands, guys. If you see all lows going slightly down in this curve, then it's going to go down. Now in that case, if you're going up and your top Bollinger Band's right here moving the same way, then it's safe to say it's going up. So that's one thing you guys got to practice. These kind of trends right here are pretty rare to find. When I do see them, I take advantage of them, of course, and this takes a lot of practice. So you guys want to practice this a lot. Okay, so let's go with your bottom left one. These kind of trends are really nice as well, but the reason why I put them in as 80% was because there is always chance of reversal. So these kind of trends you want to keep a close eye on, guys, and that's the reason why honestly all types of trends you have to keep a close eye on. That's the reason why I always tell everybody, hey, do one trade and just keep your eye on it. If you're the type of guy that likes to make a bunch of money, then just do 2-3 contracts on that one trade. So therefore, you can actually watch that same chart and keep yourself safe. And that's part of the compound method. You'll learn a lot more in our Facebook group. So in our bottom left one, this is good positive uptrend right here. I call them positive uptrends because all 4 bands, the same bands as you saw over here, are telling you it's going up. These kind of trends right here are great for long-term trends. And the reason why I'm talking about long-term trends, I'm talking about 5-6 hours, guys. And the reason why is because in this case, it's an hour chart here, okay? So therefore, I'm looking, these are all hour charts, okay? And if you see the yellow line right here, which is the moving average, and it's coming up, it's safe to say, guys, it's going to go up, okay? There's no buts about it. It's going to go up. It might actually do a reverse back down and then back up in a couple hours, but in overall, guys, it's going to go up, okay? Most of the time, it's going to go up. So if you do a long-term trade, it's safe to say that this type of trend is going to go up, especially if you have your mid white band moving up, your moving average, which I have in bold yellow over here, is moving up, and then you got your linear regression, which is over here. You can barely see it though. My blue line, it's moving up, and so is my top Bollinger. It's moving up as it's expanding. As the bottom Bollinger is expanding open, it's still close to my top Bollinger and my moving average and my linear regression. Everything is moving up. So in these kind of cases, if I wanted to go to sleep and wake up with some money, this is the type of trade I would take. I would take it as a quick buy or a call in that case if you're using brokers, and take it for several hours. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. I don't care. Maybe a whole day. It doesn't matter. It's moving up in this case. If you're using a 30-minute chart, then yeah, you want to shorten it down. If you're using a 15-minute chart, you want to do it for a couple, maybe an hour or two or something. But in my cases, if you're watching this video, I'm talking about hour plus trades because I love this hour chart. Okay, this hour chart, these are hour trades, and it's just the best accuracy, 80% plus. In this kind of case, like I said, I would take a long-term trade, and I say 80%. And the reason why I say 80% is because a lot of people take these kind of trades in 1 hour or 2 hour time periods. Why? I do not know. But a lot of people, and you know, honestly, you know, from speaking with so many people and trying to help so many people, there's people that just have that type of mindset. You know, they want to do a short trade and, you know, just to make a quick buck or two. And that's the reason why I put it at 80%, because a lot of people like doing that. And honestly, discipline is the best practice you can actually teach yourself, because if you can actually teach yourself discipline, you could jump in this trade really quick and then buy it for, you know, maybe 10 hours, 6 hours, something long, and win it, you know, with confidence, because you already know where it's going. And these kind of trades right here are beautiful because it's a big slope upwards. You see, just like in my right one, and I'm not going to take so much time because the one on the right side over here is the same thing, but vice versa. Okay, so if you see these type of trades right here, especially in a 1 hour, it's looking beautiful up, like just pretend you're on a skateboard, and you could put yourself on the top right here. Would you come down, you know, with momentum and everything like that, without having to actually, you know, pedal or use your foot? No. These kind of trades right here, especially on this one right here, look at this beautiful slide down. And honestly, as stupid as I sound, guys, I like to look at it as like a slide sometimes. I look at these charts so stupid sometimes. Like, for example, like a slide. If I came up here, would I slide down perfectly? Yes, because it's a perfect uptrend. So I would feel comfortable taking a 10-hour, 12-hour, 14-hour trade. In this case, I would love doing a similar thing, same thing except downwards. And these kind of trades right here, I would actually mark them as 95% wins, but I don't, because a lot of people have not practiced discipline and they like taking short trades. In this case, there's always going to be fluctuation. Always, guys, especially in this case. You see how it comes down? Say you jumped in right here where my finger is, okay? Let's see if you can find my finger. It's over here in the bottom right corner, or the bottom right square. Say you came down right here in this red candle saying, oh man, I'm for sure it's going to come down. And then you actually did like a 3-hour trade or something like that, and you go 1, 2, 3. You might barely win, but it looks like you would probably lose. Why? Because of fluctuation. You see this fluctuation? It's going to go down, up. Of course it's going to bounce because these candles are only waves. The current is the yellow line. So whenever I see a yellow line perfectly up or perfectly down, I do not hesitate, but take a 12, 15, 16, I don't care how long. I'll take a 10-hour trade, 12-hour trade, or till tomorrow. These kind of trades I love taking because I know in the overall average is coming down. These kind of trades like up here is obviously bouncing up and down, and these type of trades are easy to find, like in the top left corner. Like these type of trades are easy to find because they're actually fluctuating. The moving average is fluctuating, and when the moving average is fluctuating, you can take advantage of it looking for quick reversal trends, which is your blue line coming back down. And you could take a quick, easy 3-hour, 4-hour trade and bam, win that. Same thing over here. If you can see, the reason why this one's so far away is because I just actually copy and paste it, because like I said, these kind of trends are really hard for me to find. But in this case, it was an obvious upwards trend because it was coming all the way down, it's going upwards. And it was sloping down, guys, but obviously, if it was an end of day, it was going to go back up. Because if you saw the whole overall line on your moving average on this one right here, you would have seen it would have been going up. But in this case, I'm following my linear regression. It's keeping up right above my moving average. And I'm talking about my middle line right here in my Bollinger Bands. It's keeping up with my moving average. It's almost like touching. My top Bollinger is keeping up, or hold on, I'm sorry. My top Bollinger is actually moving up. My bottom Bollinger is what's telling me we're going back down. So therefore it's opening up, it's spreading back down, meaning there's going to be a huge drop here, guys. In this one I was pretty deep in the money in that one. I actually won all 4 of these trades, doing exactly what I told you. So like I said, practice is key, guys. Practice is key, and the reason why I did this video is trying to help you guys on understanding how to run these trends. A lot of times people let the trend run them, and you cannot do that. There's several signals out there and several indicators, several types of whatever. If you join our group right now, you can actually get our linear regression tool that we use and our blue line that we use, and that's very successful, and it works really good. And you can follow several of the group members over here that are sharing techniques, tips that are working for them. So another thing is also check out the link below. If you don't have the UOP, make sure you download it and get that going as well, and start learning how to run this market, guys. It's not about letting the market run you. It's not about gambling. If you want to sit down and watch a chart all day and keep going taking trades, then you're better off probably going to the casino. I don't know. But what I like doing is I like compounding my trades, taking 1 or 2 trades a day, positive trades, making a quick, easy buck or two. And I'm not talking about buck or two, I'm talking about like 20, 40, 50, 60 bucks. And, just easily, as you enjoy the day, just knowing that you're going to win it. So the whole thing is using and utilizing all 4 of those methods right there that I showed you, and knowing how to read every single trend. And once you do this, guys, you're going to succeed all the time. It's like reading a book. So make sure you join us below. The links are below. And let's go over this really quick. I'm on my MT4 right now as we speak. Give me a second. Okay. So I'm on my MT4 right now, my MetaTrader 4. We're going to go over a couple little ones. I'm going to show you exactly what I would do in these kind of cases right here. I'm not going to take these trades right now because it's pretty late, and I love taking daytime trades because I love when the market moves a lot faster. However, I'm going to show you some samples. We're going to go to AUD USD. Let's drag this over. Okay, we're already here. I'm sorry. All right, so in this case, we're in 1 hour chart, guys. What does this tell me? Okay, this tells me a lot of things, guys. This is a whole story to me. And I'm gonna go over this one really fast to show you guys exactly what do you see if you were to put a line from here to here. What would you see, guys? It's right there. Here we go. It's not a perfect line, but what do you see? You see an obvious upwards trend. Okay, yeah, it jumped up high, but then it came back down low. But obviously it's coming up, and you see how I zoomed out? It confirmed me before I even zoomed out. I already know it's coming up. It's going up. Yes, it is. I could zoom out more. It's going to go up. It's going up. It's been going up for days. Slowly but surely. This is all waves, guys. The current is still going up. However, what do I do in this case? Okay? What do I do in this case? Let's see. If I were to jump up in this trade right now, and now, mind you, I'm in a 1 hour trade, okay, so in this case, let me delete that. In this case, as you can see, I will come back down here to my blue linear regression tool, and you can see it's coming up, it's coming back down. So it's coming down, it's about to cross my moving average. So right here I would take advantage. I'll be like, okay, it's gonna go down, right? So unless I'm really slow and just not confirming stuff and I just want to make a quick buck, I would jump in this trade and hopefully win, because it did go down but it came back up. So hopefully I did. However, my whole point is about confirmation. Confirmation is best. Okay, so I'm talking about, we're right here, guys. Right here. This is what I'm confirming. Yes, I'm probably a couple days away, I don't know. But what this tells me is whenever we crossed the moving average down, it wasn't by much. As soon as we cross back up, guys, look at this, shooting up, shooting up. You could have taken it for 6, 7, 8 hours or something like that and won this right here. Bam, easily in the money. Went back up, didn't even cross right here, didn't even cross the moving average down. Came back up, shot down. So at this moment right here, this would have told me a lot right here. You know, you could jump in probably for 3-4 hours, but in this case I would actually wrote it out. And as soon as we're going to cross this moving average back up, I already know we're going to shoot up for a long time, because this is the overall moving average that's going up. And this tells you everything, guys. This is like a whole background check right here. So obviously whenever it crosses downwards, we're not looking for a put. In this case, alright, so it came down for a couple hours, not even that far down. It hit the bottom Bollinger and bam, bounced back up forever. Then it came back down. Okay, so as soon as we cross down, this is the best downwards trend right here, actually. After all those little short little gaps that we have, when it crossed downwards, it actually went down for quite a bit. And you notice the Bollinger Band's actually expanded at this time, therefore I gave it more room to jump down. So which is fine. You know, you could have jumped in on that one and made some money, but then again, you know, if you were like me, I would have not taken it because I would have been hesitant because of what happened here. But as soon as you can see this, as soon as you came downwards, you hit the bottom Bollinger right here. Bounced back up, past the moving average by a little bit, then came down. Okay, then came down. So this tells me a lot of stuff, guys, and from doing this for so many times, guys, I'm telling you, from doing this, you're supposed to read it like a book. Now, this is telling me a couple things. This is telling me this. Okay, this type of trade I would have taken here, and this is why. Every time we crossed the moving average downwards, although the Bollinger Bands were pretty close, it wasn't that short of a drop. It would jump up pretty big. It would actually jump up, bam, 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 came up here, dropped down really fast, the Bollinger Band was tight. So notice whenever we came down, the Bollinger Band tightened up. You see this? Cross the moving average, Bollinger Band, dropped down pretty sharp, closed up. Or in that case, what do you want to look at as, let's see, contraction. There we go. We'll call it contraction. I don't know why, but whatever. It contracted, so it closed up, and then we jumped back up, and then they opened up, went up, went back down, and started closing. It actually crossed back down, and if it was crossing right here, guys, right here, if we closed out this half, Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can cross it out, guys. I hope you bear with me here because I'm trying to show you guys exactly how I read these things. So let's close it out right here. Here we go. Okay. So I'm crossing this out right here. Why? Because I'm gonna pretend we're right here. We already see the top Bollinger Band expanding, right? As you can see, this linear regression is coming down. It's gonna cross. It's gonna obviously cross the mid average, okay? The overall average. I'm sorry, the moving average. Okay. Sorry, but anyway, so we're crossing here anyway. You got to look at everything, guys, and that's the reason why I say take 1 or 2 trades, because you guys want to follow the whole thing like a story. You want to follow it, know what's going on with it, take a positive trade, make a lot of money, and get out. Enjoy your day. So in this case, if you're doing multiple trades, then of course you're going to lose yourself. You're not going to follow everything to the T. But what I would have seen right here was when it dropped down, the Bollinger Bands actually contracted. They actually closed down together. It went back up. And when it started going up, the Bollinger Bands expanded. And then it's coming back down. And then I see right here the bottom Bollinger Band is actually starting to contract. So would this be a type of trade that I would take that would be a sell, or in that case, a put? No. Why? Because we're closing up, so it's not going to be a big drop, guys. It's not going to be a big drop. You see? It starts dropping down. There's the Bollinger Band. So imagine it's going. Imagine it's going. There's the bottom Bollinger Band. It's starting to contract it back down, starting to squeeze it. And then there's the blue line. Hits the bottom. I'm not saying you can win that one. That's the reason why I tell you guys, when you're doing these kind of trades, you gotta look back, several spots. So if you're an impatient person, you want to take the trade, you want to do it for at least 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, because when you start crossing, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, barely won. In this case, you did it right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, barely won. So you want to do short trades in this case. Like I said, 3 or 4 hours are short trades in my case. Now, it's obvious that it's going to come back up. It starts moving back up. Passes the moving average. See? Bollinger Bands start expanding. Here we go. You see a blue line? Starting to come down. Now, in this case, guys, right here is a beautiful moment. Now, this kind of trade right here, I would have taken. Beautiful. For 4 hours or so. Why? Because the Bollinger Bands are not squeezing. They're staying open, meaning we're going to drop down for quite a bit. Here we go. Dropping down. Dropping down. See? Starts moving, the moving average starts coming down. See how it starts expanding even more? What does this mean? The bears are in control now. See? Moving down, moving down. The Bollinger Bands, guys, tells us everything. The moving average and the middle band and linear regression. All 5 of these bands, guys, are telling us a story. You see how it's coming back up? I hope you guys are following this. You see how it's coming back up right here? What's going on here? Coming back up. However, you see this top Bollinger Band starting to contract back down. What does that mean? Same thing as it meant down here and up here. That means bulls are not going to be in control that much. It might come up, but not that long, right? Comes up, slides back down. Here we go. Contracts back. So in this case, we already know it's going down. We already know it's going down. For sure. Why? Because the top Bollinger Band is starting to squeeze down, saying, no, you're not going to go back up no more. We already crossed back down underneath the moving average, and we already know the bears are starting to get in control, which is down, put, and or in that case sell. So in this case, I would keep my eyes open for a sell. I'd probably actually sell in this case for a couple hours because I already know what's going on. And I hope you guys followed this little example here, and I hope you understood it, okay? Because when people ask me, what are you doing? How you do trades? How do you win? How do I get 95+%? This is how, guys. I look at these charts like it's a story. I'm not looking at them and just judging off of them really quick and then jumping onto another one and jumping onto another one. No, everything says a story for a reason, and you only have 5. Okay, well in my case, if you have this set up, you're gonna have the top Bollinger Band, the middle Bollinger Band, and the bottom. You're gonna have the moving average, and you're gonna have the linear regression. If you follow all 5 of these bands, guys, it tells you the whole story. That's the reason why you move back and zoom out, and that's the reason why you confirm everything before you trade, so you know what's going on. Okay, so this is just gonna be a simple video, guys. I hope it helped you out a little bit at least, and if you have any questions, please leave it below. And like I said, check out our group below if you have not yet joined. Make sure you join. We're all sharing techniques, tips, everything like that, and also make sure you get the indicator if you can, and be part of the group, guys. Start making some money. All right, so trading is really simple. It's really easy as long as you put your heart into it, and be conservative. Do 1-2 trades a day. Know what you're doing, rather than doing multiple trades or short trades and crazy trades. That's exactly how the brokers make their money. So make sure you take advantage of it, guys, and learn this stuff to the T. Okay, my name is Ray, and it was a pleasure making this video for you guys, and I hope you guys the best of luck. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope to see you guys soon.